This brings up a little controversy for me. During the glory days of 2000 and was it 17? Bill, was it 17 or 18? Yeah. What? Right. During the glory days of Bitcoin's rally, I thought, well, it's going to be important to take some of that cash and continue to diversify the portfolio just in case something happens to Bitcoin. I don't know that thesis was correct. In fact, I could argue that it was incorrect. In fact, Bill used to call me every day and say, "You're a Bitcoin company. Stop talking about that other stuff. You're a Bitcoin company." We made a commitment. We have I think we deployed about $2 million of capital into the hotel. It's part of a $156 million package for the hotel. They have lined up a big, really well-known investment bank who's provided them $85 million of construction loan capital. McTaggart's, the Caspies are involved. We're a bit player here, but we like the investment. We were putting in about $500,000 a month. They have been nice enough to let us reduce that commitment to right now zero. We still have the ability to put an additional $18 million in. I love the space and I want to be there, but this is a question of deployed capital. So from a disciplinary standpoint, we're no longer putting DPW Holdings money into that investment. And to the extent it gets sold, we are a small player in their investment, their capital stack. So they'll probably have a conversation as to whether they want us to stay or not. The hotel is underway, though, and if any of you have an opportunity to see it, it's really remarkable. It's down in Tribeca. It's not too far from here. It's under construction and has been under construction for quite some time. It doesn't mean we won't seek additional capital through private partnerships. I can see one of the persons in the background who actually gave me some of the money to make this investment. Probably going to chuckle about that, but it's something I really like. Let's go to the next slide. They're going to have a really well-known brand running them, a brand out of Europe that is trying to break into the United States. A private club, restaurants, pool up top. It's really a beautiful place run and being built by hotel owners in New York City. I hope that things change and we're able to expand our position, but right now I don't see DPW Holdings or its subsidiaries putting in more capital directly into the hotel. I think that given the market cap of the company and the size of what we wanted to make the investment, we've had to reduce that. I don't think that's unknown to anybody here in the room or online. Can you give me the next slide? It's located in Tribeca. I'm not going to say the name out loud, but you can see the name of the hotel up there. If those of you who have been to Europe, it's a very famous name, and they bring it's going to be 5-star all the way. There'll be a time and place when you're a DPW shareholder, you're going to get a deal to be there, and we expect it to open in the winter of 2020. Here's some renderings of the lobby. A typical guest room. The bar. I think there's 3 bars. So on a $60 million balance sheet, plus give or take, it's about $2 million of our equity. And if something changes there, we'll let the marketplace know. We made that investment at a time where we thought we'd raise a lot more capital, and access to capital would be easier. So we'll have comments about the financial engineering at the end. Any questions about the hotel? Alan?
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Given that, the investment is where it's at today, the intent was to be larger, is there, if you had a desire to get it off the balance sheet, do you think there's a market there potentially, to sell this $1 million piece, and the cash back on the balance sheet?
So the cash back on the balance sheet is a good question. So we have been in conversations with a general partner who has, how do I say this carefully? We've had high-level discussions about us being bought out as a partner. I'm resistant to that, as you know. I would prefer to keep the investment. But recently we've had some illiquidity, and it's an interesting dialogue, Alan. If you guys don't know that Alan's one of our lenders and a very good lender, and helped us helped us make the investment. Deployment of capital is critical now. The decisions are more important than ever because the balance sheet's getting bigger, and some of the subsidiaries have really amazing opportunities, and so you have to figure out where the best use of the capital is. You could make an argument that the best use of the capital is not in that hotel. So therefore, that would be a mistake of allocation of capital, which I have made several and will continue to make new ones. Hopefully it's not the same ones. Any commentary there?
I'll save it for the end.
Okay. Any other question? Alan, the answer to your question is that we're in active discussions to figure out something there.
Okay.
But I don't have anything to report at this time.